What's good, YouTube? So we have the first place deck profile from the Washington Regionals, and this is a Shiranui zombie deck list. So zombies come back into the meta in a pretty strong way, and we're going to go over his entire tournament report. Ollie Nollie is basically taken this entire concept into a way that most people didn't really see coming into the format. A lot of people knew this new Shiranui card, the Solitaire, was really strong, but we didn't see it being able to just come in the format and take first at a really big regional. So let's get into it. We have 2 Garnets, 2 Fairy Tale Snow, 1 Bushi, 3 Mizuki, 1 Trick Clown, 1 Chief Priest, 2 Chief Priest, 2 Summoner Monk, 3 Solitaire, 3 Unizombie, 1 Curse Katana, 2 Max C, since we can only play 2 now. I kind of like that everything's really obvious on Death Pro. The search function's actually been kind of really cool in making this deck list. This is the first time I've had to make one for YouTube on. We have 2 Instant Fusion, 3 Pot of Desire, so he was plussing during the day. 1 Soul Charge, 1 Upstart Goblin, 3 Gold Sark. So interesting about this, Gold Sark makes it to where certain Shiranui can just interact, so it almost acts as a kind of Rota for the deck. 1 Foolish, 1 Burial from the Different Dimension, 3 Brilliant Fusion. So basically, Trick Clown and gets a little bit of tricks with this, and you just hope to see it early. Shiranui style Swallow Sword, it's a Icarus attack for the deck, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, and Rise to Full Height. So Rise to Full Height's very interesting. It has 2 purposes. 1, you target a face-up monster in the field, double its defense, but its defense becomes 0 at the end of the turn. So you get a blocker, and it gets another blocking effect from the graveyard, and you don't have to wait to use it. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 monster you control. Monsters your opponent controlled cannot attack the rest of the turn except to attack that monster. You can only activate 1 Rise to Full Height per turn. So it's kind of really interesting to see this blocker card that he's got with such a unique deck. So it's a really interesting tech that we haven't really seen in a deck before. We have Gem Knight, Seraph Knight in the extra, a Norden, a Beals. So this deck also gets to play different kinds of synchro monsters and has a wide range of synchro monsters. 1 Scarlight, 1 Void Ogre Dragon, 1... oh man, I'm gonna butcher this name. Ikusagami, I guess, Shiranui. 2 Psy-Frame Lord Omega, 1 Colossal Fighter, probably for OTKs to the opponent by decking them out when they max C them. 1 Revive King Hades, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, Abyss Dweller, and Castel. So this deck basically has access to a lot of things an opponent might not expect within the meta. 2 Gameciel, 2 Ghost Ogres, 2 DD Crows, 1 Regeki, 2 Twin Twisters, 1 more of the Icarus attack, 2 Mind Crush, and we'll get into that in a bit, and 3 Anti-Spell. So let's go ahead and get into his tournament report. My round 1 was Odd Eyes Magician Specters. Game 1 I had the double Omega, but I went second, and I thought I had game, but I left him with 200 life points, and he attacks a defense Castel, and I activate Rise to Full Height to double his defense 4 games. So basically, his opponent played straight into him. Game 2, I played and lost. Game 3, I went first and made my 2 Psy-Frame Omegas, Beals, and a Void Ogre with Rise to Full Height lock. Round 2 was PK Fire. I went first and made 2 Omegas. Set Vanities, he scooped after Vanities. Game 2, he made a Dark Law on Beatrice, but gave me like 7 cards off Max C. I ended up OTKing him that turn. My deck gains effects off of Dark Law, so forcing the Beatrice, I was able to pitch a Spirit Master from my hand with Unizombie and pop off the Dark Law. Round 3 was Blue Eyes. I OTK'd game 1, and after he gave me 5 cards off Maxi, so he's just getting given these things to make Infinity. Game 2, we both bricked, but as soon as I drew Solitaire, I won. Round 4 was Demise Cosmo. I won 2-0. I opened Soul Charge both games, and Black Rose his field both times. Round 5, I don't remember actually, but I won. Round 6 was Blue Eyes, and I lost 2-1 in time, but he had Vanities and Soul Charge, so couldn't much do anything. Since he won game 1, I basically lost match. Since I didn't have an advantage, I'm picking a game 3. Round 7 was Evil Swarms, who was undefeated, and I won 2-0. I Gold Sark Spirit Master to pop Ophion twice, and played Pass Back Row. round 8? I don't remember again. So the last round, he's just like having a blur. He's tired at this point. I've been testing the deck since Sage was announced and found over 8 different 2-card combos to make 2 Omegas turn 1 and 4 plus 3-card combos, not counting 1-ofs. I play Rise to full height to lock my opponent out from attacking. I'd banish Rise target Omega, and when I banish Omega, my opponent can't attack. Mind Crush was last minute because my friend lost to Herald on Zodiac, and Mind Crush is also good versus Blue Eyes because you have alternative and they can't revive it. And basically his phone was dying, he was wanting to say more later, but we also want to get this deck list out to everybody, so I'll add it in the comment sections below. So tell me what you guys think. Shiranui jumping on the scene in a big way, Zombies finally coming back thanks to Solitaire, and really solid deck building. The Rise to full height thing is very interesting in how it interacts with Omega because you banish it and then Omega can get it back. That does seem like kind of a lock. So let me know what you guys think.